Today's matchup. Maru. Hero. Zoun DRG. soO. Round of 10. Group A. Africa TV's Free Cup Studio. Live. 2022 GSL Season 2.
Welcome back, everybody. We've got another PVZ, but this Protoss player has been playing pretty differently, at least for the first half of Group A. That could have changed, or maybe we're going to see Zoun doubles down. Oh no, I'm doing a Limerick casting now against this Sir Cloud.
I don't think that's a Limerick, but yeah, I get you. Your words rhyme, man. It's amazing.
That's what a Limerick is, right?
No.
You don't know what a Limerick is.
A Limerick is some sort of foam,
You're like
but
looking at me with these glazed over eyes, and you're like starting to realize like you also don't know exactly how to define a Limerick. But you thought if you were confident enough with me, you would somehow just escape this one.
Yeah, well, I learned that from you, Tasteless. Just have baseless confidence all the time. It's a Protoss creed. It's really, truly amazing.
I hope soO can play better than he did 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks is a long time. It's kind of unfortunate that we had this break in the middle of the group. You know what I mean? Because normally we get it back-to-back in a week, but
yeah, but it gave, at least it did give soO time to maybe, you know, when you come out of the military, probably every single day you're getting quite a bit better.
Yeah, that's true. Every day is probably a pretty big growth spurt back into it.
Yeah, and between that and maybe you know, 2 of the group leaders, DRG and Maru, getting COVID, maybe soO has a shot to come back now.
Who knows? We're going to go to Cosmic Sapphire here for map number 1. And let's see what Zoun has. He's gone for a lot of Stargate-style stuff in the past. Some kind of cool stuff with disruptors as well, timing-wise.
Yeah.
Anyways, we are actually already in this game. So let's start the second best of 3.
I came for war.
Alpha X. Zoun. Guangdong Freaks. soO.
So we have a probe right away coming down here. This looks like a hatchery block.
Yeah, and we'll just run by there. The drone. Make it elsewhere. And, you know, Zoun has shown a decent range. Like, he's been opening up a bit more as well. He is definitely very good with the Void Race style of play. I think he's quite strong at that.
Yeah, he's really come in here kind of having a very wide, a very, I don't know, good kit for how to take on a Zerg, right? He has a lot of different approaches. Good toolkit.
Yeah, his Q, his W, his E, they're all good, but his
That's
R,
right.
man, oh, dude.
His ulti, dude.
Oh, man, when he kills the dragon, it's crazy.
Once he loses enough in depths and he powers up his ultimate, it's crazy. But let's see what he does today. I do think that soO is the smallest threat for every player in this group right now. And so, with that being said, and the fact that I think Zoun is somebody who's got a lot more potential later on in the tournament, I don't know what he's going to be bringing out as far as play, but, you know, it may be, I don't know how you say this. You know, you always have these builds that you don't use that often, but if you're way better than an opponent, you'll just try this one out, see how this one works.
Oh.
It's not your main stuff, but it's not what you'd use in a finals or a semifinals.
I feel like with this format, though, where every single point matters, would you actually risk possibly losing a point against someone that you feel like you can 2-0?
Well, that's a good point. That is a good point. I guess in my head,
I feel like
there's other real threats in the group as well for Zerg, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you raise a good point. I'm honestly still not used to that, to be
yeah, it's
honest
just like,
with you.
You know, having a 2-0 be significantly better than a 2-1 really does change the theoretic best way to play, I think.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, I guess if you win all your matches, you're just going to get through no matter what, of course. But, you know, that's in an ideal world where you're going to win all your matches. You can go 2-1 and it doesn't matter. Whereas here, it's like, well, him and DRG are maybe going to really battle for that third spot. Right? They're kind of the two players that we're looking at. Like, Hero and Maru seem like shoe-ins.
Would seem like that, right?
Yeah, and soO seems like a shoe out. And then we got a couple, you know, left-footed shoes here with Zoun and DRG.
Ooh, gets that drone. Nice. So we've got that Oracle coming. We don't see the third Nexus or a Twilight Council here just yet.
Yeah, there's always a possibility Zoun goes for a Void Ray-based play as well. He's very, very good at that.
Sure. And that's a totally reasonable choice after making an Oracle or two.
Okay, a couple of Adepts going as a second Oracle is on the way. Looks like a third Nexus should be going down here. There it is. And I gotta tell you, I'm excited just to see what it is he wants to go. I think he's gonna go Forge Twilight. Like his build looks exactly like Heroes, except for obviously no Stalker yet.
Void Ray.
Okay, but it's the first Void Ray.
Yeah, and we don't know if it's going to be a real commitment into this until we see a couple more. One Void Ray can be misleading, right? Because the same way that we're looking at this and thinking, oh, Void Ray could be Sky Toss, so can the Zerg.
Well, especially from Zoun, right?
Yeah, he does this a lot. And, you know, look, he may just go into Sky Toss and then we go, okay, well, that's also the build. But it's also possible he basically masks this build by getting that first Void Ray and going into something else.
I think that's exactly it, because he goes Void Ray, Twilight Forge. So that's really what it looks like right now. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be, honestly. I think we're going to see Blink and +1 get started. Oh, no, a Robo comes up as well. Okay, so I'm just giving up. I don't know what it's going to be now. The Robo is not something you do with Heroes type of build.
No, the Robo's pretty late. It's mostly gateway units. He's pretty cavalier with the Oracles coming through like that.
Some more geysers going up. soO's focusing on that +1 melee as well. And there is the Blink and +1. I guess he's just going for, he's Zoun special here, right? I bet you that he just goes into Disruptor. It's like it's his unit, you know?
Sure.
The Disruptor is the unit that he's known for being very, very good with. He's even said, like, if they ever nerf, he's just going to quit.
Yeah.
Understandable when so many of his strategies are based off of it.
Okay, so, I mean, I guess the question is, when is this type of attack going to come out? Interesting to see that Zoun going to march to his own beat. Again, we never know if there really is one true right way to play the game. I mean, even for, you and me, it can be addictive to see a new style of play and be like, oh, this is really it. But Zoun going to stick with, what he's been doing in the past, focusing on also, getting other Robo tech up like Immortals. This is a little bit of the older way to play. You want to try to get all these gas-intensive units out together and then finally fill that in with a Warp Prism and attack. So maybe some Archons later on. We have Immortals being made right now. Sentries are in the mix to dice up the, Lings when they come into surround.
Yeah, more tagging going down. He actually finds the Spire, which is probably the most important thing for him to scout right now.
And that's a big scout because there's 1,000 gas banked up right now.
Yeah.
So is that going to be 10 Mutalisks, 11 in this case?
Look at this, adds 2 Stargates. So he can go 3 Stargate Phoenix against this if he wants to. And yeah, 12 Mutas. Woo! The double Stargate really going to pay off for him, I think. This is kind of an interesting game right now. Like, +2 on the way here for soO. He is going to have a bunch of Mutas. We don't have Phoenixes started yet. The first one just got started. Yeah, there's a couple Archons, but he didn't make a Prism, which I find a little bit surprising. I feel like you'd want to grab a Prism here so you can just utilize the Archons for anti-Muta while you build your Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, a Prism never hurts, right? Unless you put both Archons in there and lose it. As long as you're doing, this right. And look, he sees the mutas, but he's already got the answer.
And I think from here, like, I think you go enough Phoenixes to push the mutas back. Why not add a beacon and go carrier?
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, the way that this game has worked out, that might be a really strong move. But it's the way soO is playing, it's making me think he's going to force this game to be decided on Ling Muta. I bet you that he ends up adding Corruptors here shortly. Yeah, there they are. And, you know, just go for that, like, just ridiculously strong Muta Corruptor ball, where the Corruptors kind of chase away the Phoenixes, and maybe it becomes a base trade.
Yeah, we know Corruptors are actually pretty handy in base trades as well.
Yeah, they are.
And so far, so good here with the Phoenixes. I mean, basically going untouched. 9 Corruptors going to come out here. It does always feel like an uncomfortable game, though, when the Zerg wins the fight with the Corruptors, even though they kill off buildings. If the Protoss just comes down and starts attacking you with everything. Yeah, well, I mean, the Corruptors definitely don't do much at that point. Yeah. You better hope you got a Greater Spire at that point. Yeah. Generally isn't the case. Fleet Beacon is about to finish, so I think we're going to be getting Phoenix range. Yeah, I think so. And look at this. He's doing another cancels so many times. Yeah, this is actually kind of crazy. I mean, soO looks to be in a very, very good spot right now. And now he's got the Corruptors and the Mutas. He's even going to get another cancel. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he actually jumps on top of the Archons here. So as he takes those Archons out, ooh, at the Corruptors pushing the Phoenixes back momentarily, it looks like he's going to clear the ground army. And I think that this is a very cool, intelligent play from soO in a lot of ways. Because that can be the problem with going Corruptor for anti-Mutalisk, Phoenix for anti-Mutalisk, is that you don't really have a great army. Like, Phoenix doesn't actually pair with anything that well against Zerg. No, it's basically like you're either going to win the fight or lose it. Yeah. And in this case, he's going to lose it because the Corruptors are out here. By the way, talk about confidence of soO. He was about to snipe down the Nexus and says, no, I can win this fight in the long run. The Nexus is still making. I think he will be able to go back and get it, though. Well, I think with the next wave of Link, it's going to be a lot tougher. All right, another Archon's in here. Very, very helpful. And gets around the Nexus. That is going to be canceled once again, or even killed off. Dude, it looks like soO's got it. Yeah, this is really cool to see here. And this is some classic soO that we're looking at. Yeah. Like, really. Like, this really does look like soO from the past. You're right about that. Yeah, he's got, like, 2 upgrades total, and he's got a ton of units and a ton of bases and creep and everything. He's just killing extremely active on the map. He's going to go for the Cybernetics core now. I love it. You love to see this. Just killing him with Mutaling Corruptor. And just punishing the position of the Archon here. You know, just taking fights he knows he can win. Now he's going to dive on the Archon. This is GG, man. Yeah. Wow. What a cool game from soO. That does not bode well for Zoun. No, man. Like, Zoun is on the bubble right now. Yeah, and honestly, Zoun, you know, he is still bringing kind of that traditional PvZ style here. The problem is I do feel like Zergs have gotten very good against that. And I like soO's approach to that as well, to basically double down on air. Be like, good, you made Phoenixes. Now I actually overpower your Phoenixes. Yeah. And if he only makes Lings behind that, it's tough. Yeah, again, like, if you have Phoenixes don't pair with anything else that Protoss has to make a good army against Zerg. Right. Whereas you can kind of use Phoenixes, not super late game against Terran, but you can kind of use them, right? Right. And you can kind of use them against Protoss in certain compositions. But yeah, against Zerg, you have the Phoenixes, but then you have everything else, and it's like 2 completely different armies that don't function well together. And soO really abused that there. That was really well executed. It was very well done. Impressive play here. Zhao's gonna have to step it up. I think he thought he didn't have to do anything special at all in that game. Kind of just do a macro build, PvZ, and he should be able to take on soO, and it did not turn out to be the case at all. We're going to go into Berlingrad for set number 2. Yep. Let's see what soO does this time. And if Zhao's going to change anything around here, soO probably feeling pretty confident after that, to be honest. Yeah. Looking good. Looking like his old self before his military days. And we are now ready to go on to map 2. That's loaded up, guys. Zoun vs soO, game 2, starting now.
I came for war.
Alpha X, Zoun. Guangdong Freaks, soO.
Same probe from the first game. Blocking that hatchery. Look, exact same probe. That's Merv from game 1. And I'm going to be watching from Zoun's perspective again here.
Yeah.
Oracles and Void Rays, possible. Now, Zoun does like his timing attacks, and he's actually very good at them. I think he's better than a lot of the other Protoss players we have, honestly, at these kind of big disarming attacks.
Yeah, he does have some strong ones up his sleeve for sure. Like obviously he, you know, we've been even critical sometimes of how often he'll use adepts to this day. But you know, Hero showed us you can definitely still use adept builds if they're placed correctly. That's definitely something we've seen a lot out of Zoun. Is that what you're looking to do against soO? Are you looking to catch him over droning or something like that?
So there's that Cybernetics core. Now we wait. I think Zoun probably pretty surprised by that last game. Also, you know, it's easy to kind of gloss over, but there was like this weird moment where I think a Nexus was shot down 3 times.
Yeah.
Which is actually just him getting outmaneuvered. It's not even a tactic. He just got there, and
yeah,
you know, Ling Muta is like the fastest thing in the game that I can think of, you know, that has kind of the devastating power to shut down a base. But you really can't lose a base that many times. I think it's easy to look at a game and you see completed structure killed off or workers killed, but if your Nexus does at that, I'm like rambling here, if your Nexus can't get set up and it's hiccuped that many times, that really can just cost you the game.
Slowing a Nexus at all is actually really painful for Protoss.
Yeah.
That's like, they really do need things to kind of be on time. And soO did a fantastic job there. Like, he just kept that pressure on the entire time. You know, the 3-star Gate Phoenix, it was an interesting idea from Zoun, but definitely did not pay off the way he was looking for. I do feel like he should have just thrown out like a Prism and juggled Archons and made, like, you know, like, go for something with a lot of power behind it rather than this flimsy anti-mute attack.
Yeah.
Okay, this
14
is,
Lings, dude.
Yeah, that's a lot of Lings.
16 Lings.
But the probe is waiting. Oh, this is already a really good defense from Zoun.
Yeah, he's going to get that Adept. No, he's not. That's going to shade out perfectly. Nicely
such
done.
a big deal, too. And a second Adept is about to pop out here.
The gateway's going to crack open, though. He needs to get a probe over here like yesterday. He does.
Yeah.
Pylon's going down. Warp gate's done. But there's no gates to warp anything in from.
Man, more and more Lings coming up. Okay,
hold on.
Gets killed off there. Hold. And he's gonna heal. Like, come on, heal the core. What are we doing? Heal something.
Why is that core not healing?
Well, he's healing something. I'm not even sure what it is, but this walling is just fantastic from Zoun.
Yeah, the Lings are starting to thin out, and soO's all in, by the way. He's made 16 more Lings, so like,
there's no core though. That's kind
so
of
you can only make Zealots. So like, if one Adept or one Stalker's killed, it's disastrous.
Yeah, he's got to switch targets here with this overcharge. Oh, God. This is getting so hard to actually hold on against.
Dude. He barely saves that one pylon, but at the bottom, the Lings spilled through.
Okay, is there any chance for a hold here still? He has that battery. A Zealot has popped out.
The Lings are coming through, and the probes are not high enough in number. The Stalker can't be healed anymore. It gets microed back. Probes begin to get wiped out here. I see too many Lings, man.
Oh, he's
trying to warp
2
more.
Warp gates finished, though.
But does he have a core? He's got an Immortal coming. I almost missed this, actually, on the production tab.
Okay, gets another Zealot warped in, but it's not going to be enough. It looks like soO is going to go up 2-0.
Wow. Crazy strat.
Indeed. Well, he saved one of them. That's too bad.
We tried. We tried to imagine that victory for him. It didn't work out.
You don't have a lot of drums at home as soO here, but soO just smiling to himself. Look at that, 2-0 over Zoun. That's a big deal for the group today. That soO absolutely needed this victory, and he doesn't just need that victory, he needs Zoun to lose too. Don't forget that, right? Zoun is the guy right ahead of him in the standings.
Yeah.
So when Zoun loses, soO gains.
Yeah.
I like this format for that reason. It's not just about you doing well, it's about your opponents failing.
We're going to go to an interview now with soO. He just won 2-0, and in quite the fashion there in Game 2. Andy, take it away.
So soO wins in a clean sweep against Zoun. So this is the week 2 of the round of 10. It is their first victory. soO, how do you feel? Well, I didn't think I would win in this match, but I'm really happy to have won. Well, you're saying that you didn't expect to win, but it feels like you changed a lot in the past 2 weeks. So what went on? I was pretty frustrated after my 2 losses. I haven't been able to play too many games. I haven't been able to practice. But you know, today I tried to play comfortably, and it helped me, definitely. So after coming back from your military service, soO, you know, it's amazing to see you play right after the military. So soO, it feels like you really want to go advance to the next round. You know, I kind of got greedy now that I'm here in the round 10. You know, after the qualifiers, I want to move on to the round of 10, and after this round of 10, I want to move on to the round of 6. And I feel like I was too greedy in my first week. I was too nervous, and things were not going according to plan. So you know, today playing comfortably really helped me. And Zoun actually predicted that you would go 0 win, 4 losses in this group. You know, I don't normally get angry if somebody doesn't provoke me, but Zoun provoked me with that, so I really had to defeat him no matter what. So you know, you defeated him with the Mutalisk Corruptor and the Zergling build. So what was that about? You know, if you have a look at the statistics, it feels like I won more matches using this build. And I feel like people have a bad... people view this build quite badly because I lost using this build in the finals before. But you know, statistically speaking, I won more matches. And in the last game, you went for the Zergling cheese to finish the match. And later you have a match plan against Hero, so how are you going to play against Hero in that match? I really do want to defeat him in the later match, but he's been showing great momentum these days, so it's going to be hard, but I will surely try my best. But we look forward to seeing your next match, soO. Congratulations. Thank you.
All right, there you have it from soO himself. Short series, man.
Yeah,
Thought it was
one right there.
So yeah, we're going to be going into our next match. That's going to be DRG versus Maru. And that's going to be an interesting one. I'm not sure how Maru's state is right now. DRG clearly can play. Obviously, COVID affects everybody differently. So, you know, hopefully Maru is going to have the stamina and the energy. Battle of the Sickies, man.
Well, Maru has been doing the best overall. I think he's probably the favorite of this whole entire tournament, but he does have to deliver a little bit more today. There is a possibility he loses his lead here, and obviously wanting as high a seed as possible going to the round of 6. But we'll see that next.
Yeah. Are we going to cut to commercial? All right, here we go. Guys, we'll be right back.